Everyone on the A-List is a local Seattle artist, filmed in Seattle with their permission. All rights reserved to Mastermind Music and Far Horizon. So Aeon Sides, and what projects are you currently in? Because that's one of the big questions. I know two of them, but...
Yeah, so I'm in 6 technically projects right now. There's Moon Darling, which is an awesome like psych rock, a sort of 70s feel, but a modern take on it. Michelle is a killer drummer. Michael has this insane vocal range, and he's a really good songwriter.
Yeah.
So that is a really fun project.
And you guys just got back from tour.
Yeah, we just did a 3-week tour of the U.S. So
That's
we
a long time.
It was so long. It was so much fun. And we only got to sleep in the, or we only had to sleep in the van like half the time.
Okay.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
We found like places to crash with people at shows. And
Yeah, people are so friendly.
people are so nice when you're out of town. They're like, yeah, come crash on my couch, and like, I don't think anyone made us breakfast at this tour. It's happened before, but shameful.
And you're in Patrick's band too?
Yes, Patrick Galactic is an awesome, also kind of based in psychedelic rock, but it's a little different take, and we just added a different string player. That band members are always like a fan
Emily?
of. Emily, yeah, that was at the last
she's
show.
awesome.
She's ripping.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
unfortunately didn't get to go to that because I was having a show myself. But
I know that always happens in Seattle.
It does.
It's like,
especially when you
show.
get more and more connected with people, it's like, come to my show. I'm like, fuck, I wish.
It's like, I'm playing gig. Yeah, like I just ever saw Android show, and I was so pissed.
Yeah.
And then Dirty got added to that bill, and Fruit Juice was already on that bill, and Among Authors was on the bill, and I was so sad. I was playing a show with
That was
Bootleg Sunshine, which is another project I'm in right
Bootleg
now.
Sunshine?
Yeah, so
okay.
that's Harold Belskis' band.
Where was that
and
show?
It was in Port Townsend.
Oh, wow. Was it the
Yeah.
Cellar or something?
No, we visited the cellar door. It was-
That place is kind of
But
a cool
it's-
dungeon.
It's kind of cool. Yeah, we found some blueberries outside and had them for breakfast. It was,
That's fucking awesome.
it was a great time.
Raspberries.
Yeah, it was just a full thing of blueberries. Somebody left a full thing of blueberries there, so we made blackberry and blueberry pancakes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I missed that show, but that's an awesome band. Harold's just an amazing guitar player and just incredible at pretty much everything he does. And that's another one of those bands where members are just kind of in and out. There's a few bass players he works with, a few drummers he works with, and like a violin player that he works with occasionally. And then I'm looking at my cheat sheet. Of course, there's Devil's Hunt Me Down.
I wasn't going to tell anyone.
I can't remember anything, let alone 6 things at the same time, like 6 bands at the same time. And so Devils is kind of on hiatus right now, just like taking a little creative breather. But I'm sure we'll hit it again soon.
Yeah.
That's one of the most fun bands I've ever gotten to
Yeah.
play with on stage.
Super fun to watch, too.
Such a blast.
I know
Yeah.
people enjoy it. I think I saw the Tractor Show like a little while back. Yeah.
That was a fun show. That was a super fun show. We have some great pictures from Sophia, who's an incredible photographer from that show.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, she's really good. And then Holy Funk is kind of it's me and this producer named Madeline Grimm, and she just creates like these epic, awesome, weird soundscapes, funk beats, and I just get to do cool bass shit over it.
Oh, cool.
And so, yeah.
Do you just get free range of like what you play in each band, or do you get direction of like what they need, or you just kind of pick it up from the drummer? Or
Yeah, so they're all a little bit different. That one, Holy Funk, is like I just go into like crazy Aeon land, and then sometimes Maddie's like, I like this version better than that version, or like give some feedback.
Yeah.
I always like feedback. I don't like just like laying it down and then having it be like,
yeah,
sure.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like having some kind of back and forth, but some
More
bands have
productive.
more directive input than others. And like Harold, for example, is like a musical genius. He knows everything there is to know about music, so he'll like
cool.
teach you things. He'll be like, actually, if you do this and there, like that,
Oh,
you do this
sweet.
for the song and like the composition. So that's super cool as well.
Yeah, that's a really good talent. I think when they have this specific like, oh wait, like
Yeah.
because Avatar does that with our music.
Yeah, and like having all the theory to back up, like knowing what they're. It's cool.
Okay, let's see. Let's get in the questions. How long have you been doing music?
I've been doing music technically. Well, I've been playing bass for 17 years, almost 18 years.
Is that your main instrument then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I do bass, guitar, and and that's pretty much it. Started on piano when I was like 11 or 12 or something.
Yeah.
I just did not like it.
Dude, I hate piano.
Man.
I mean, I love how beautiful
I
it
love
is.
it now.
Yeah.
Like I wish I would have continued to play it, but at that time I hated it. I just wanted to play guitar.
I always like to blame the teachers. It's like, make it fun or something.
Yeah.
That's how you latch on.
The teacher was not fun. I'm sure I learned a lot, but she just wasn't very fun. She was always eating dinner during my lessons. It was very weird. She had a packed schedule.
Mashed potatoes.
I'm like, I'll just be playing. Okay.
How would you?
How long music?
Yeah.
So like 18-ish, 17-ish years.
Okay.
Yeah, but mostly bass is my primary.
Sweet.
I love bass.
So it sounds like you're mainly like funk, psychedelic, mostly.
Yeah.
I mean, besides Devils.
It used to be mostly rock and a little bit of metal and blues influence. And then, I mean, funk is like my go-to. That's my favorite thing to play.
Just fun.
Anything that's funky, just like gives you that face.
Yeah, the funk face.
Yeah, the funk face, the bass face. Like, that's my go-to. But I love playing all styles of music. I get to play some Latin styles with Bootleg Sunshine and some Americana stuff, which is actually really fun.
Oh, cool.
And even it's so fascinating. Even like the most quote basic bass line of just like 4 on the floor, the same note, just over and over.
Oh yeah.
There's so much to it, and there's so much you can do as far as not just little fills, but also how you play each individual note, and like it has to be the perfect length for it to sound right.
Oh,
like,
interesting.
You can't just like do super staccato or like link them all together with that style of music. So it just fascinates me that like even the most like what sounds super basic, it's just the same note over and over, like right on the quarter notes.
But you can do it differently.
Yeah,
That's
there's so much to it. So yeah.
That sounds like a passionate response to playing the bass, because I guess I've never heard that before, and that's awesome. Let's see. I'm just gonna ask you one question. Why are you
got the
laughing?
cameraman laughing.
I know.
That's a success.
Well, every time I have a response, I trip myself up. So I'm like, I'm just gonna continue asking questions, because it's like this is about you and what your response is.
It's about you too, though, right?
No.
Do I get to ask you questions at the end?
No. Well, off camera. No, I'm just kidding. There's no rules. So when have you ever had a moment of this is why I do music?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the time. It's like the only thing that keeps me sane up here. So it's just like every time.
And that's what you do for your work too, really, right?
Yeah.
Like your income.
Yeah, I mean, I work with Marco bass guitars. Small collection.
And Elvis.
Here. Yeah, and Elvis, of course. And I do artist relations and marketing for them, and then the rest of my income is from playing bass right now. So
Cool.
Yeah, living the dream.
So,
but as long as I can.
What are some of your weaknesses? Would you say?
Oh, there's too many to count. How much time do we have?
He can edit. No, I'm just kidding, Jim. Well, do you have any particular strengths or weaknesses that you feel sometimes you could improve on, or
for sure.
that you?
I'm my own biggest critic. Yeah, so I'm always my own biggest critic. So I have so much to learn and so much to work on. Right now, I'm just kind of brushing up again on some theory that I've kind of let disappear or never had. Yeah, I had like a little bit of theory a long time ago, but I'm like 99% in a year player. So that's a strength and a weakness.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm always trying to improve everything, every technique, everything. So like I see just everything as a weakness. So
that you can like
healthy,
gain
right?
some knowledge from, right?
Yeah.
So it can be turned into a positive. What's next for you? I mean, like, what's your main focus? Is it just to like keep your schedule down, or know where to be? Or
and there's so much. So like next in the near future, actually, there's the 6th project that I'm just sort of loosely affiliated with. That I'm playing bass for a few shows, possibly a tour in the fall, but and I think a music video or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so that's called Glory Bots, and I think we're playing we're playing this weekend for sure. Where I'm not sure, the Greenwood something. But that's next, very immediately next. And then we just recorded with Patrick.
Oh yeah, where'd you guys record?
Well, we recorded the bass here.
Oh, sweet.
Pat recorded kind of all over the place, and we laid bass down here. And then I'm recording demos with Moon Darling right now. Super excited about that record. And writing a lot for Holy Funk.
Oh,
and
cool.
then Devils isn't really doing anything right now. Who else is there? Bootleg Sunshine, always learning new tunes for him. And learning like more intricate parts of the songs.
Where does Bootleg Sunshine play mostly? Like, because I haven't actually heard of Bootleg Sunshine at all.
Yeah, it's more like it's all paid gigs, and so all kinds of parties, bars, weddings, all kinds of stuff.
They get people dancing up there.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and so it's partly his originals and then partly some fun covers.
Cool.
Yeah.
So when is that all? Is it all like projected to come out at the same time then? Since I guess you're in that process.
I have no idea. I think Moon Darling. I think we're like doing a demo and we're gonna shop that, so that's gonna take a while. And Holy Funk, we're working on a single right now. We just released something in February, kind of like a demo single. Now we're gonna release our second single soon, as soon as I can finish the bass and we get it mastered.
Do you get asked? Sorry to interrupt. Do you get asked to play bass like all the time, or like are any of these projects you approached?
Let's see. Technically, I approached Devils, and they were going to approach me also.
Oh, sweet.
So it was just
a win.
It was like, yeah, let's definitely do an audition.
Yeah.
And then Patrick, we like hadn't seen each other for like 4 years or something.
Yeah.
And then I saw him at a show, and Ian Forrester was like, "Hey, Patrick needs a bass player for his EP release show." And I was like, "Oh, I'll do it." And he's like, "Oh, okay."
And then he just kind of held on from there.
Held on to his coattails.
Yeah.
And Holy Funk, I think I reached out to her because I can't remember where, it was Facebook or Craigslist or something, and they had like a demo song, and they're like looking for instrumentalists to collaborate with. And so we thought we were gonna do one song together, and it turned out to be like, we've been working together for a couple of years now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. And then with Moon Darlings, right?
Moon Darling.
I remember seeing their ad out.
Yeah, it was somewhere. I can't remember where it was. Maybe Facebook.
I don't remember.
I definitely hit them up.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
And then Glorybot's hit me up, and a couple other artists that I work with off and on hit me up. And
I know, I was like, I'm just gonna ask you. I was like, do you want to fill in some time for me?
I totally would have too if I had time in my schedule right now.
Dude,
it's like,
I can't even imagine you juggling. Or I can't even do 2. I'm like, 1 is fine. And
well, it's like 5, and then Glorybot's is every once in a while, and Devils isn't really doing anything right now.
Yeah.
And so it's like it ebbs and flows.
That's so neat.
Yeah.
Well, what are your biggest goals and dreams or dreams as a musician? Like, what's your ultimate like I want to play the stadium, or I want to, like meet this musician.
I want to jam with Carlos Santana.
Oh yeah.
I just want to be good enough to just like sit in at some random bar where like it's unannounced and we just like jam together.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
That would be so cool.
That would be rad, right?
Yeah.
Like it just.
Like comes up with the
guitar. And he wouldn't be
like,
"Oh, you're so good." He'd just kind of give like a nod of approval,
like
and I'd never see him again.
something.
Yeah, just like maybe a little thumbs up.
Yeah.
That'd be it. I'd be set for life.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Or maybe have like Flea come up and be like, "Hey, nice bass player." Sometime.
Oh
just
yeah.
One time.
Like one of the renowned bass players.
Yeah, just one little casual comment. Like he's not that impressed, but he's like, "You're okay."
I could get that.
Yeah, get one of those. That's all I need. That's all I really need.
Yeah.
No, but I'd love to put together like my own solo project, which is sort of what Holy Funk is accomplishing.
Okay.
And so we're trying to get together kind of a full band and really do the, I don't know what genre it is, jamtronica, funk,
never heard of that.
Funk, something, like Big Gigantic or Grizz or all those guys.
Okay.
But yeah, that would be the ultimate. And or just tour for forever, make albums.
Oh yeah, so you enjoy tour quite a bit. Yeah.
I miss Erica when I'm on tour, but like if I'm doing it for a living, then like she can fly out and meet me or come with,
Hell yeah.
And the cats somehow we'd be better with the cats. Cat visitation.
You just Skype the cats.
But yeah, just playing music, that's the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it would be cool
Like
to
at the
play
next level of
stadiums.
what you're doing now,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know, as long as I'm paying my bills and playing music, I'm super happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you could give one piece of advice to a young person wanting to make music, what would it be?
Don't do it, no.
It's a struggle.
It's a trap. Get out now. No, I definitely tell them to do it, and I would tell them, practice a lot, and you can learn something from every single person that you play with. I believe that to be 100% true. You can always learn something, and you should always be learning. And enjoy it. Have a good time.
Yeah. Just have fun with it.
Yeah.
All right. Who are your favorite bands or musicians in Seattle right now?
In Seattle right now?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I know. It's okay. Don't feel bad if you leave anyone out because it's a big question.
Oh, there's so many good bands in Seattle.
Name them all.
All right, one of my all-time favorites is Everson Android. Technically, they're LA now, but that's technically.
I know. We
still in denial 4 years
just
later.
had an interview with Will Andrews and he said the same thing. He's like, but they don't count.
They
just
totally don't
sorry.
count. Everyone's like,
It's like, come back though.
yeah, and Will's band, 10 Miles Wide, actually pretty much all of his projects, Walking Papers, Omni, all really, really good. I super dig your guys' stuff.
Thank
Quiet.
you. Yeah.
And like some of the bands that I'm like, I like Devils, like used to be like one of my favorite Seattle bands. I'm like, I'm in Devils. And
You can use
same with
them.
Pat. I'm like, I love Pat, but then I'm like, well, I'm in his band. I can't like.
Well, your favorite
Self-promote.
musicians can also be in your band, you
Right,
know, and people
true.
you work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's like way too many to name. There's like.
Yeah, you go to a lot of
too many.
shows too.
I go to a lot of
so-
shows. I'm like totally blanking. Among Authors is awesome. Fruit Juice is amazing. Dirty Dirty is one of my all-time favorite bands.
Yeah.
Not even like local band or not. I just love that band.
They have good energy on stage.
Yeah.
I really like what they're doing with how they're dressing now. You know, on stage.
It's like a full show, and I think that's important. I think that it's kind of underestimated, understated, undervalued. Undervalued, maybe?
Undervalued is a good word.
Yeah, because it's like there's something to be said for like it doesn't matter what you're wearing while you're creating music. That is true. You could be in the studio wearing whatever, right?
I
And
think-
it's all about what's happening to your ears.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's a live performance, like what you're seeing is half of it.
Yeah.
And so
It's true. We definitely care about that to an extent because we at least want to, you know, I feel like it's good to like match each other.
right, yeah.
Just stop it. I'll tell you later. I just
For
think
those
it's
of you who can't
important.
see, the cameraman is stripping that.
Yeah, he's trying to jam.
Just putting on a show.
Yeah, I think it's good to have like a look or an image in a way, and if your image is like the I don't care image where whatever you want.
Then
or-
that is an image though.
Yeah,
So a lot of
it
people
is.
don't realize it's like you think that's absolutely definitely your image.
Yeah,
It's-
and it goes with driving well and playing well too, I believe.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, you gotta have like look cohesive, and you don't have to like have someone who plans your outfits or like really stress it. I don't think it's like
I do like how Moon Darling, the image of what all of you guys wear. When
yeah,
I've seen you.
yeah. They both, I mean, have a really good sense of what they want the image to be, and I'm always happy to like just kind of blend in.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Patrick too. He's starting to wear some really, really shiny stuff.
Dude, the shiny coat is where
Yeah.
it's at, and the shiny shoes. I would should bust those out at
Oh,
practice
yeah.
more, 'cause I just want to see it.
Bust out those shiny shoes. Well, let's see. Do you have any shout outs?
Shout outs,
Yeah,
so
like-
many. All of the people that I play with, all of the musicians in Seattle. And I'm still blanking on like half of my favorite Seattle bands. I'm just gonna feel super bad.
It's okay. When this comes out, you can add to it, like, on the message.
Tag people
Yeah.
like, sorry, I completely forgot about you because
Okay,
she
well,
surprised me with this question.
Yeah. I surprised you with this video.
yeah, I didn't know this was a video, by the way.
way.
Definitely a shout out to Marco Bass because they've been hugely supportive throughout the years, and I'm super happy to work with them.
Yeah.
Labella Strings, they are amazing strings and they're amazing people and super good to work with.
Is that your favorite gear? I mean, I guess you have to say that, but No, I'm
I
just
mean,
kidding.
that's the great
Like,
thing is like I just knew them and
Yeah.
they were like, oh yeah, try these strings, and I was like, oh my god, these are absolutely better than what I'm playing right now. I won't say who was better than.
No, don't do
Or
that.
hurt anyone's feelings, but I was playing some expensive strings and the labellas just like knocked them out of the park.
Yeah.
And so I just exclusively play those strings now. And Galleon Kruger amps, I just got a new, their 212 combo. It's just incredible. Like I had their old super heavy stuff.
Oh,
It was,
really?
like, backbreaker.
Totally your own.
Which sounded really good, and that's why I had it. But the new stuff is amazing.
Yeah, I'm glad you're talking about gear because sometimes, I mean, I don't know anything about gear, and it's awesome that.
Gear nerd, for sure. Yeah.
A lot of musicians are too, and some people will start talking about it, and I think they get that, like, my eyes go like Cookie Monster. I'm like, oh, no, sorry. But yeah, do you have any more shout outs?
Oh my god. I already gave a shout out to Erica, but I'll give her another one.
Okay.
Erica, the cats. She's also hugely supportive throughout my musical career, same with my family, but Erica's been a huge support. And she's an artist herself, Poppy Studios, shout out to Poppy Studios.
Oh yeah.
She has amazing pet portraits, and amazing just kind of close-ups and still lifes with ink and watercolor.
Oh
And
wow.
all kinds of
I think I have seen some of her stuff
Yeah.
a while back, but yeah.
We'll do a little shout out link.
Yeah.
Oh geez, there's probably a ton of people that I'm not doing shout outs to that I should. Sorry, everyone.
Connect their bands and their
I already gave a shout out to all my bands, I hope.
yeah. I think you did. You did a good job. Don't worry. All right. I guess that's it. Unless you have
Sweet.
anything else to add, or I don't know.
No.
Yeah. So thanks for doing this with
Yeah,
us.
thanks for having
And
me.
Jim
Yeah,
over there.
thanks Jim.
Thanks, Jim. All right. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.